Yemen is hoping for a breakthrough as the conflict-ridden nation's neighbors, Oman and Saudi Arabia, are initiating peace talks in the region. Iran-backed Houthi rebels too have agreed for the talks to be held in Yemen's capital Sanaa. For years, Oman, that shares its border with Yemen, it's been trying to bridge differences between Houthis and the opposing alliance led by Saudi Arabia. A permanent ceasefire in Yemen would be a major milestone in stabilizing West Asia. Delegations from Saudi Arabia and Oman, they've reached Yemen's capital Sanaa and met the leaders of the Houthi Supreme Political Council. The three parties will be negotiating a permanent ceasefire deal, hoping to end the ongoing 8-year conflict in Yemen. The truce will open up years-old blockade in the way of the country's development and growth, full payment of public wages from oil and gas revenue, opening of airports and ports will be prioritized as demanded by the Houthis. A ceasefire agreement is reached. If the ceasefire agreement is reached, the UN hopes to resume a peaceful political process to achieve a transitional unity government if an agreement is reached. The parties could announce a permanent ceasefire before the Eid holiday starting this month end. The Houthis, who ousted the internationally recognized government from Sanaa in late 2014, they've been fighting against the Saudi-led military alliance since 2015. So far, the conflict has killed tens of thousands and left about 80% of Yemen's population dependent on humanitarian aid. In addition, sign of progress in Yemen's peace efforts, the Saudi-led coalition has also lifted its 8-year-old restrictions on imports headed for Yemen's southern parts. Commercial ships have been allowed to dock directly there. Since 2015, the Saudi-led coalition had imposed severe restrictions on flow of goods into import-reliant Yemen, where war has devastated the economy, contributing to what the United Nations has called the world's worst humanitarian crisis. For more on this, we were earlier joined by Sigourney, who is a Middle East expert and publisher of Man and Culture magazine. Let's listen in.
First of all, it is important to look at the date that of these talks. It is almost 8 years to the date since Saudi Arabia launched its military campaign to unsettle the Houthis in March 2015. And as we know, there has been little progress in terms of defeating the Houthis altogether, which was the initial Saudi objective. And instead, what we have seen is that a brutal stalemate between the Houthis in Sanaa, which have been backed by the Iranians, and the Saudis have been in place for many years. And Oman really, since the beginning, has been on the forefront of the diplomatic process to settle this long-standing conflict. And the Houthi chief negotiator, Mohammed Abdul Salam, he has been based in Muscat, and he has been in close contact with the Americans, with the UN, and now recently with the Saudis to set and prepare the groundwork for these peace talks that are taking place this afternoon.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.